Hi guys, my name is Parag Paul and welcome back in the new lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to help you to understand a new numerical in which we are going to calculate the strength and efficiency of the lap joint. Okay, this kind of lecture numericals definitely come in the examinations for at least 15 to 20 marks, guys. So please pay attention to the lecture till end so you can understand it, right? So let's get started. So first of all, let's me jump into the given database. To determine the strength and efficiency of the lap joint, use M20 bolt and grade 4.6. Two plates to be joined are 10 mm and 12 mm thick. So we have this database, whereas the diameter of bolt is 20 mm, grade of bolt is 4.6, grade of plate is 410, Fe 410 that we have assumed. Thickness of plate is 10 and 12 mm, though both we have. Pitch distance we got as 100 mm. Now you can see we have a staggered bolted connection. So staggered pitch we have as a 50 mm and staggered gauge we have as a 50 mm. So we have these two new component PSI and GSI because we have a staggered connection here. Okay, if I just write, so these are the staggered connection, zigzag wise connection. And okay, and this is really very important connection, my dear friend. Okay, because if you not design it properly, it will really gonna impact your whole design. So the important data is like the tensile stress of the plate Fu 410 I am considering. For stress of the bolt FUB 400 megapascal and partial safety factor 1.25. I am taking reference of all these um, IS code references. Okay, you can also refer the same. So since the width of the plate is not given, so here you can see there is no width of plate is given. Okay, the strength of the plate can be determined for a pitch length. So based upon the pitch length, we will be identifying the strength. So total you can see we have the pitch length is like, you can see here we have one staggered. Okay, like this rectangle, like one bolt here, one bolt here, and one bolt here. So if we just consider the plane, so here you can see we can capture half of the bolt here, full bolt here, and half of the bolt here. It means in the strength of the uh, strength of the plate, one strength we have one whole bolt and two half bolt. It means zero point 0.5 for this bolt, one bolt for this one, and again zero point 0.5 for this one. So total we have two bolt are in the per pitch lane. So here we have per pitch lane two bolt. Okay, so here you can see from this pole to this pole pitch length is 50, which is staggered pitch given here, and from this bolt to this bolt is also 50. It means if you have a 3 bolt, so you will be having a 2 bolt in the per pitch length. Okay, this is very important calculation. If you miss something here, please let me know in the comment, I'll help you out. Okay, but remember, we are calculating one pitch length here. Okay, we already have pitch length, we are calculating number of bolt. So there are the 3 bolt, but as per the area we will be capturing, because pitch is from center to center, so we'll be having 3 bolt. It means we'll be having 2 bolts here per pitch length. Okay, if we were having the 4 bolt, so it means we were having the 3 bolt in the per pitch length. Okay, so whatever number of bolt you have, minus 1, that will be give you per pitch length number of bolt. Okay, so step number 1, we have to calculate the shear capacity of bolt using this clause 10.3.3 based upon the page 75 of IS code 800 2007. So now we have this formula VDSB equals to FUB upon FUB into this formula, which is very standardized one. You now very familiar if you watch my previous lectures. So we have FUB, we have gamma MB, we are considering NN is was and NS equals to 0 because no in share. ASB equals to pi into d square upon 4. So we have pi into d is what, 20 square divided by 4. So we have 314. And A and B is whatever 0.7 ASB you calculate, multiply by 0.78, you will get 245.04 mm square. Now put all the data in this formula, you will get shear capacity for one bolt as a 45.27. Now as we calculate that we have 2 bolt in per pitch length, so we are going to multiply this VDSB by 2. So we'll get VDSB equals to 90.54 kilonewton. Clear? Okay. Next step. Now we are going to calculate bearing capacity for bolt, which means VDPP. Formula is very simple. 2.5 into KB into D into T into FUB upon gamma MB. Okay. So we have D equals to 20 mm. Thickness we have 10. Now we can see we have two thickness, 10 mm and 12 mm. We have to take the least thickness, which is 10 mm. So we'll take the 10 mm thickness. FUB equals to 400 Newton per mm square and gamma MB is 1.25. Now to calculate KB, you remember KB is always the smallest of all these values. Okay. So to calculate the KB, okay, let's first understand the edge and pitch distance. So here DO is the diameter of hole, okay, where diameter of hole for a bolt, which is D plus 2. For a clearances we are calculating, which is 22. So 20 is a diameter of bolt plus 2 is a clearance.